Welcome back to the PSN Command Network. It's your boy Tone back with another video, man. AGT, the Gordy God, for guys right now. Guys, when those people always want for people to use on my name, man. In today's video, I'm gonna do a part about the lateness. I got home late from work and I just needed some time on myself. I started streaming with you guys. Didn't want to hop in. You know what I'm saying? Just hop right into a stream. So I appreciate y'all patience and thank y'all for just watching. If I do watching the playback, of y'all tune into this live, I very appreciate that, man. The love and abundance is a great thing to have. I thank y'all. So one shout out to everybody I saw week one as well at the Cardinals Commanders game. Appreciate y'all love, man. I ran into y'all. I ran into Diami's high school football coach. That was dope. Ran into some other people, ran some dope vibes, some really dope people, man. So I appreciate y'all. I ran into people that watch my channel. Very appreciate that. I'm showing all the love and all the support. I thank y'all, man. It means a lot. But let's get right into today's live stream. So today's stream, man, we are going right. It's week 2. I got the dub versus the Cardinals 20-16. I got the 1-0. Now we got trying to get the 2-0 for the first time since 2011. As we do face the Denver Broncos in Denver and Mile High. Russell Wilson and Sean Payton had a disappointing loss in week 1 versus the Las Vegas Raiders. They lost 17-16. Jacoby Myers had 2 touchdowns. And the Denver Broncos just could not outscore the Raiders in a very low-scoring game. So, yeah, so they couldn't outscore the Raiders in a very low-scoring contest in Vegas last week. So they're trying to get back to 1-1 in the season. We're trying to get to 2-0. Was in the spot last year versus the Lions, as you guys already know. Lions game was 1-0 after beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. We went out there, laid an egg in the first half. It was down 22-zip. Carson Wentz and company got us back in the ball game. Got us within one possession, but we just could not finish the comeback as the Lions did to the victory. I think 36-28, I believe, or 27, something like that. And the defense just could not stop a cold. So, whatever. But that's what happened last year in week 2. We were 3-1 in week 1 in the Ron Rivera era, but we're also 0-4 week 2. So we don't start off fast. We win week 1, and then we just lose 100 games in a row, and we're out of playoff contention, and then we get back into playoff contention in November. You know how this goes with Ron, man. Ron, man, we just struggle for a while, and then we get back into a rhythm, and we don't make the playoffs. So in order to make the playoffs, we need to start fast. And when you start fast, you start winning early. You start winning early in the season. You start 2-0. You start 3-0. You know what I'm saying? So you got to win this game, man. It's a must-win game, I believe, because you do got Buffalo next week, and then you got to go to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Those are 2 teams that are very tough and 2 teams that don't expect us to beat. So if you want to start 2-0, then probably 3-1 maybe, 2-2 probably. You got to win this game. If you lose this game, you're probably 1-3. And then that's when things start getting a little shiesty over there. So gotta win this one, man. Gotta beat Denver. It's a must-win game here. And the Broncos are looking at it the same way. You know what I'm saying? They try and get back to 1-1 in the season. They're not trying to start 0-2. So they're in a must-win situation as well. And they're gonna bring their A game. I believe that. So let's get to keys to the game. Also the injury report and all that. But we're gonna get the Commanders injury report first. Chase Young will be playing, making his debut. His 2023 debut. You know, he played 3 games last year. Played okay, but didn't really see the old Chase Young last year toward the end of the year. But we'll see how he looks in this game. I'll have a full Chase Young video tomorrow if I want to watch that one as well. But let's see what we got so far. So for the Commanders, Chase Young was clear to play. They don't have it on here, but Sam Cobb's going to play. Curtis Samuel's going to play. Jatavius Martin's also out with a concussion. So that's kind of that. All these guys are going to play except for Frank Clark and Greg Dulcich for the Broncos. Neither one has practiced all week except for Frank Clark with the light practice on Wednesday with the hip injury, but they're both out. Judy's playing, D.A. Jones is playing, Roddy Moss is also playing in this game. So that's pretty much the injury report in a nutshell. We got our guys that are still on IR, like Dax Mill and Fedarian Mathis and guys like that are on IR right now. So hope we get those guys back in mid-season and hope they'll be in mid-season form by the time they come back. But nonetheless, keys to victory real quick. I'm kind of breezing through this a little bit because I do have another stream a little later with my boy Dave on DT Football Podcast episode 3. So kind of breezing through this a little bit, but nonetheless. Uh, First key of the game, we gotta play a clean game on offense. We cannot turn the ball over. We can't do what we did last week for the win. Like that, that's an absolute no-no. Said that everybody's pulling up right now. I appreciate that. But if you turn the ball over this week and expect to win, you're crazy. Because this is not Joshua Dobbs. This is Russell Wilson. And as much as he struggled last year, he will make you pay if you turn the ball over. I promise you that. If Sam Howell turns the ball over this week, we're getting whooped. Book it. You gotta play a killing game, no turnovers. Number 2, we're going to do our best to contain Jerry Jeudy. I think he's definitely your best receiver by far. I like Cortland Sutton, but he hasn't been the same Cortland Sutton the last couple of years. So I do think that by default, the de facto number one receiver on the team is Jerry Jeudy. So you kind of want to kind of lock him up, not kind of completely shut him down, but don't have him making big third down catches, a big third down catch, something like that. Like in clutch situations, kind of strap him. You know what I'm saying? If he catches 4 passes for 48 yards, tip your cap. That's cool. But we can't have him having 9 catches, 115, 2 touchdowns. No. We'll lose. We'll lose like that. We will lose like that. Number 3, first to 20 wins. I don't believe this is gonna be a high scoring game. I think Vegas got this at 41 points, I believe. I would definitely be taking the under on that one if I was you. I'm trying to see real quick. So right now, Denver is a 3.5 point favorite. They're at home, so obviously that's completely fine. Total. Let's see. Right now they got under 39 points, so I will be taking the under 39 points. I don't see more than 37 points scored in this game, which I'll be giving you guys a final score in a little bit. But the first team to 20 wins. That's what I think. I don't think there's a bunch of scoring going to happen in this game. Very defensive struggle. You might see a good drive every now and then by both offenses, but overall, it's going to be a defensive struggle, and points are going to be at a very, 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 very high premium. A lot of field goals will be kicked in this game. You might see a couple of touchdowns every now and then, but it's going to be one of those 2017s, 17-14s, one of those struggling offensive games that you kind of have to grind out to win. So points will come out of premium. So 20 is the benchmark. You get to 20, you win. I believe that wholeheartedly. Number 4, and I think my final key of the game is that you must contain Russell Wilson in the pocket. We had a very bad performance versus the Ravens and the Browns in preseason. We could not contain either Josh Johnson or one Deshaun Watson in the pocket. This is Russell Wilson. He's a good scrambling quarterback. He can get out of trouble. He's not the best runner like he was back in 2012, 2013, 2014, but he can still get out there and make a play or two. And the last thing you want is the break contained. If Russell Wilson running for a 20-yard run, that would be a death sentence. I'm calling it this. Because he'll make a play, he'll hit Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton or one of these tight ends they have for a big game, and you're like, oh my gosh, a bad break on third down. And of course, you got to stop him on third downs, force punts, force turnovers on your own, stuff like that. So win the turnover battle, you know how that goes. Basic stuff for him. Now, X factors for both teams. We'll start with the Commanders offensively and defensively. X factor for the Commanders is Chase Young. I know I've kind of badmouthed Chase as of late, and I think it's rightfully so. I think it's deserved. He hasn't played. He hasn't produced. I think it's fair. We'll see how he looks in this game. He's the X factor to me because we had not seen him play football since week 18 of last year. Nonetheless, and we haven't seen him only play 3 games in the last 2 seasons. So what is Chase Young like? Is he going to come out there and go crazy? or is he going to be the Chase Young he was last 3 games of last year? Kind of made a play here and there, looked spry, but wasn't making a ton of plays, but very disciplined in his rush lanes. How is he going to look? That's my number one X factor defensively. And then offensive for me, I think this guy needs a bounce back game. He played like trash in week 1. He fumbled, and he needs to play better. And that's Antonio Gibson. If you really want to unlock this offense, and if it's very similar to Kansas City's offense, which is West Coast rolls it back and things of that nature, we need our version of Jerick McKinnon. We need Antonio Gibson to eat. If Antonio Gibson does not eat, then the offense isn't unlocked like you want it to be. I know Jared's like, oh, we need to throw the ball to Terry. You need to throw the ball to Terry. That's great. I don't disagree. But I think getting Gibby out in space will help you kind of push these corners forward and make them have to play tighter, which lets Terry get maybe a tougher release off the line. But once he's open, he's gone. He's out of there. So I think getting Gibson involved, not really in the run game, more in the pass game. I'm tired of seeing him carry the football. He needs to be a pure pass catcher, I think, from now on. But getting him involved in the passing game would be huge for the Washington Commanders as they're facing the Denver Broncos. And I do think Patrick Surtain will do a really good job on Terry McLaurin. And I do think that Jahan Dotson is a big factor as well. But I think that a lot of your productivity at the passing game in this game is going to come out the backfield. I like Brian Robinson as a runner. I'm not the biggest fan of him as a pass catcher. He's a very underrated pass catcher, but he's not Antonio Gibson. So Antonio Gibson has to make some plays in this game if the Commanders want to come out on top. Let's get to some. Yeah, he did. But he did struggle for most of the game, though. I mean, the run game is important, but I do think that they're going to put 8 men in the box, force Howell to beat him. So I do think getting these short passes out the backfield, things of that nature with Gibson will be huge. And running 2 back sacks would be a great way to kind of throw the Broncos off as well. I'm not hearing that. No offense, I'm not hearing that. Yo, what's up, Birdie? Birdie, what's going on, Birdie? What's up, Birdie? What do you think so far the offensive line? They're not as bad as advertised, but they're not good either. They do suck, but they're not like goodness awful. They're not the worst offensive line in the league or not like that, but they're definitely bottom half of the league. Probably bottom 8th of the league if I'm probably 24th, 25th best offensive line in the league. It's definitely mid as heck. It's definitely not good, but it's not awful either. So that's my thoughts. If I did go on the slot, Russell nickel and dime on quick releases. Yeah, I can agree with that. But I don't think our linebackers can cover. So that's why I said we want to. And Chase Young did get a lot better at batting passes down. So I think that will also help as well. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I think X factors for the Broncos are number 1 for the Broncos for me is Jerry Jeudy. He hasn't played this year yet. We'll see how he looks. Looked really good last year at times. After a couple of years of struggling, he's the factor number 1 receiver, and he's the guy we got to take away from them. So he's my X factor offensively for the Broncos, and defensively is Justin Simmons. He's one of the best safeties in football. I know we talked about Cameron Crowe being one of the best safeties in football. We got 2 of the best safeties in football duking it out in this game. One in Cameron Crowe, a strong safety, even one in Justin Simmons, a free safety. Both play the position a lot differently, but they both excel what they do well. So Justin Simmons, I'm not trying to throw the ball his way. I'm trying to be very careful. I'm trying to be very judicious while I throw that boy's way. He will pick you off, and he doesn't just pick you off. He wants to take it to the crib. So I'm trying to stray away from one Justin Simmons if possible. Yo, it's the Giants. That's the Giants for sure. So that is my X factors for both teams, offensively and defensively as well. I say keys to victory for Commanders. You got an injury report, right? The Commanders are winning this game. I'm gonna just kick it out. I said this one's short and brief to me, bro, because I'm getting to the point here. I really believe that the Commanders win this game 20-17. Here's why. I think our defensive line is going to do a really good job of containing Russell Wilson in the pocket, respecting their rush lanes. We have good lane integrity, especially in the interior defensive line. I think we can get the Russ. I think we can swat some passes down. Is another big factor in this game. And I think we can actually take care of business. I know we struggle Mount High with the altitude and all that. I get that, but all bad things must come to an end, and I think our struggles in Mount High comes to an end this week. To the stadium, certain teams always struggle with there, and Washington's one of them. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. How does the Giants manage to make their offensive line worse than ours? After we got their center free agency, they have a top. They have top 5 left tackle. Their strings at guard. I don't know what their guard situation is like, but it doesn't look good on film. It looks very bad. Evan Neal's been struggling a little bit too, so that kind of does hurt them a little bit as well. I think, in my opinion, it's just like I still think they kind of struggle a little bit offensively. At the right tackle position. Andrew Thomas is the one bright spot, but they're not good offensively on the offensive line because their guards are very soft. Their center, I like their center. I think is the kid out of Minnesota. What's his name? Yeah, he got 3 names. Darn it, can't think of his name. Top of my head. But that kid, I like him a lot. Center. They have 2 bright spots on the line. Their right guard sucks, and their right tackle is young and inexperienced. Breast Mike Similac, and he's getting his butt whooped on a consistent basis. He's getting his behind tore up a new one. It's bad. So that's something. That's why they're bad offensively. Offensive line. Now our offensive line, our right guard's good. Our center is solid. Hey, Charles Leno has not been bad in 1 week. Shout out to him. Actually, has not been bad at all. Shout out to Charles Leno. But Andrew Wiley sucks. Andrew Wiley sucks. So that's why we kind of suck. Pastor Tain is tough. I love Pastor Tain. He's an absolute dog. That boy is an absolute dog. I love that guy. Absolute dog, I tell you. Oh, excuse me, goddamn. But yeah, I believe that the Commanders should win this game. 20-17. I think we can score 20 points on the Broncos defense. Would it be easy? No. But I think that we're going to probably feed Terry as much as we can early and often. But I do think Gibson is going to be the biggest other pass-catching guy in the game besides Terry McLaurin. We're going to probably go back to our 2020, 2021 roots where we had Gibson and Terry be huge in the passing game. I think that would be great for this team. I know we have Curtis Samuel and Jahan Dotson, but I do think they might take a step back this week once I think about it. Because if Terry gets going, then that opens up for Han, helps up for Curtis. And if Gibson is getting going, then it's like, dang, we got to really press these guys in the line of scrimmage. We probably got to put an extra guy on the back. Like, we don't want to do that. So it opens up new matchups. If Gibson and Terry can eat early, that will allow them to kind of get out their game plan and kind of have to do extra things. Yeah. We agree with that, Elijah. Now, that was what I was going to go with, but also, you got to think about Justin Simmons, man. Justin Simmons is going to be on Jahan Dotson's side. He might jump those routes from Curtis Samuel. So now it's like, okay, you don't want to throw Justin Simmons' way because you don't want to get picked off. And you don't really want to throw Pastor Tain's way because he's such a dog. Now that leads to the checkdowns. That leads to the tight ends. Cole Turner could be another X factor in this game too, and Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas dropping the ball, but nonetheless, he also could be an X factor in this game as a pass catcher. With Cole Turner and Logan Thomas, that is, because I don't think the linebackers can cover that great. The linebackers cover okay, but I don't think they're great at coverage. So that really allows you to now have Han and Samuel eat if the tight ends start eating. I think you got to start the middle of the field and out the backfield. to get easy completions, to get Sam going, and to get him in a rhythm. But now you start feeding the wide receivers as they like, oh, we gotta play tighter because then these tight ends are eating. Oh crap! Now it's Gibson. Oh crap! Now it's Robinson running the football. Even we got 8 men in the darn box. He's still getting 3-4 yards a pop. Now we have to stop all of this crap. And then that's when the receivers can actually eat. That's how I think it's going to go. Very, very short passes. Very kind of, quick throws, things of that nature to kind of get him going. And then I think he gets going in the second half as we start to throw it to the receivers and things of that nature. But in order to get him going early, I think getting the ball to the running backs and to the tight ends, give some easy completions, give him some rollouts, bootlegs, stuff like that, to kind of, just get him going, get him in a rhythm, get his confidence up. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I think that Gibson and the tight ends are so important, because the tight end is a quarterback's best friend. Remember that. So that's why I think I had them such as big X factors in this game. But you want to throw to the opposite guy of Terry because of the opposite corner not being good as Patrick Tane. So I don't disagree with you per se. I just have a different approach. I think I should take the game. Another big thing about this game is the matchup between Ron Rivera and Sean Payton. Ron Rivera is 8-9 overall in his matchup versus Sean Payton, going back to the NFC South days. So that's something you want to keep in mind as well. Oh my gosh, I did not kick you off your. Shut up, bro. Don't believe that fool, man. Don't believe this fool, man. Don't believe this man. I can kick that man off my channel. Oh, it's Fantasy Jared Sunday too. I'll probably be streaming Sunday at Buffalo Wild Wings, hopefully. So I got my portable charger charged up, so I should be able to go ahead and stream. I'll grab my tripod or something and go ahead and stream Sunday's game versus the Denver Broncos at Buffalo Wild Wings live and direct. You get my live reaction, things of that nature. Get Jairus' live reactions. Everyone that does pull up. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be lit, man. So hopefully you guys can definitely pull up. It will be at 3:00. It will not longer be at noon. I am going to brunch with a friend for his birthday, so I will be handling that first, and then I'll be heading up to B-Dub. I just explained that. 3:00. 3 p.m. If you're coming to the meetup, be there at 3 p.m. Do not be there at 12. I will not be there. I'll be there at 3:00. I'm going to brunch with a friend. I'm going to brunch with my homie, my bro. We'll head up there and meet y'all. That's how we're going to do that. So it's going to be dope vibes. Cannot wait. I hope we can see everybody there. So definitely be some lit vibes. I'll be looking forward to seeing all y'all. So if you're coming, let me know. So I'll be texting all y'all that already has RSVP with me. I will text you guys tonight after I'm done this stream, before I do the other stream with Dave. See if you guys are gonna pull up. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. All right, cool beans. Hey, I got 3 rules for y'all. 3, please, and that please follow these rules. We gotta meet up with me. First of all, if you're drinking, if you're indulgent in alcohol or beverages, please don't get too drunk around me. I am not taking care of a soul. I will tell you right now. I'm not taking care of a soul. Do you understand me? Number 1. Number 2. I'm not paying for nobody that's not me. So if you ramp the tab and all that, you can pay for your own tab. Not pay for your own tab. And finally, don't cause no ruckus in there, please. Can we not start no beef and no goofy stuff? Please. For goodness sake almighty. Because if y'all start fighting that joint or something, bro, I'm going to break it up and I got to go. Okay? So please follow these rules and everything will be okay. Flipping my Frito-Lay. RP Dolph, man. He said right here on phone app. It's like, no, stop running, my boy. Running from who? Cap, My boy, I don't have the bread for that one. Phone up. All right, you two can chill out. All right. You know what? Jarris and Dave, for Week 12's game, you two will be my special guests. So y'all can do all that rapping when y'all get on stream together, okay? 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 Okay. Oh my gosh, Jarris is trolling. Jarris is definitely a troll right now. We miss you doing content, bro. We miss you doing content. Food on ProTech. The first one who gets there might get treated food. I'm not buying no one's alcohol. Do not ask me, but buy me a drink. I'm gonna laugh at you and I'm gonna say no. And I'm not babysitting no drunk. So I shouldn't stay sober that day. So don't worry about me touching any alcohol. If I do, I'm gonna be one round and done. I'm not drinking. So yeah, that's how it's gonna go. But yeah, control your alcohol, please. Control your alcohol. Because I ain't babysitting nobody. Not a soul. You get too drunk, I got to go. So no, I ain't gonna leave you, but I'm not babysitting you. I'll make sure you get in your car, I'll make sure you get in the Uber, all that, make sure you straight. But I'm not babysitting you, bro. Like, I'm not doing that. So control your liquor, please. Control your liquor. But yeah. They really arguing in this comment section. Y'all funny as a mug, bro. I swear to God. But we're gonna beat the Broncos. I think the curse ends here. I think we do beat the Broncos. Now, does that mean we beat the Bills? Probably not. It'll probably be our first loss this season. And I think we get the Eagles a run for their money. They're not playing an A game right now. So I really think we can beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia. I'm not scared of the Eagles at all. They're not playing an A game right now. I think we can take care of Philadelphia. I really do. But even I do think that they can play better, and they might be playing better by the time they run into us. We have the formula. We already beat them. We already beat Philadelphia. And they're not playing their A game right now. Yeah, that is scary, the fact they're not playing their A game, but they brought their A game against us and turned the ball over 4 times. We forced that. We forced that. We brought the smoke their way. So, not scared of Philly. I think Buffalo, that's the Jets. The Jets do that to Buffalo all the time. Y'all don't peep that? The Jets always give the Bills a tough time. I'm not surprised about that. Yeah. I think it's possible, but we just gotta be disciplined and don't let them run around and have fun and all that goofy stuff. And I think we can have a chance versus the Bills. I think the Bills will be a much closer game than people give credit for. I think we're going to win. Rivalry games will be different. Facts. But Minnesota is not a bad football team, and they kind of handily took care of them. I mean, they came back in the game, but who thought Minnesota was winning that game, right? They weren't winning that game. So, DJ Purchase. That's what Commanders. Left hand up. Who are we? Let me stop. Commanders definitely got to force his deep. You got a defensive force, right? Yeah, I think we can make him. I think we can make Russ do that. I think we can Russ do that. I disagree with that. I only say that because the Raiders' defense is not good. That Raiders, outside Max Crosby and Trevon Moehrig, what player do you know on the Raiders' defense that's not named Chandler Jones? Dun, 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 nobody. Now, their defense is like that. We not about to be disrespectful. Okay. Justin Simmons is a dog. Pastor Tane is a dog. Brandon Gregory is a solid pass rusher. Is he great? No, but he's decent. So we're not gonna play with the Broncos even like they complete trash. Now, are they as good as they were last year? Probably not. But I think they're probably a borderline top 10 defense-ish. 13, 12th in the league, something like that. I think they're a good defense. We were number 4. That's a reason for his life. That guy got back in and got do exactly. If the defensive line do what the hell they're supposed to do, the secondary doesn't have to cover long. So the defensive line needs to be the catalyst and go get Russell Wilson. Now, they like the quick passing game for what I noticed on the film. So batting passes down is huge. Forcing incompletion with batting passes is huge. Our receivers are going to be sticky with our corner will be sticky with these receivers. Can't give them a ton of separation. If you do, you need to recover and make a play. So I expect to see more Forbes this week too. So that's something to keep in mind. But that's pretty much about him. So there's one last comment. We're gonna wrap up the stream actually. We'll get 2 sacks this week. Chase will. I hope he does. You gotta show me, bro. I'm not. You gotta show me, bro. I already explained it to y'all. I'm with Chase Young. Show me. Frog, you're on the daggone field and secondly produce. Show me. We got the Joshua Dobbs. And the Broncos line is not that great. It's not that great. So I think we can get the rest. I'm not too concerned about it. But that's gonna do it for me, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you guys saw everyone that pulled up all 80 y'all in the building. I appreciate y'all showing some love tonight. We had up to 14. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all all the love, all the support. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm grateful. I'm blessed to have a channel where I can talk football with y'all. And it's not the biggest channel in the world, but I'm grateful to have you guys, man. I'm thankful. But let's continue to get this thing growing, though. You know what I'm saying? Hit that sub button, hit that like button, hit the share button so everybody can join the PSN Commanders family. You guys come to Meetup Sunday, please comment down below. And hope to see you guys Sunday at Buffalo Wild Wings down on Half Street in Navy Yard. Should definitely be a dope vibe. I got a reservation for 12 people. If more than 12 people do show up, we'll just sit at the bar, watch the game together, and we'll go ahead and, I'll try to go ahead and stream or vlog or something like that. And it should be a good time. So it might be even live vlogging, We might get a little frisky over here, you know what I'm saying? I get to go crazy on the phone up. I'm the new Lou. I thought that was Rio. Rio's the hottest dude on here on the Commanders thing. You know what I'm saying? How about y'all both come Sunday? How about Jerris is coming Sunday? Dave, how about you pull up Sunday too? And I will live stream you guys arguing. How does that sound? It sounds spicy? Kevin PRF, you're on to something. Might order those. You'll soon find out. You're going to see my guy. So how about y'all both pull up Sunday, man? I'll pull up Sunday. Y'all have like a little debate or something. And I'll go ahead, you know what I'm saying, live streaming or whatever, or vlog it or whatever. And we should have a good time, man. A good time. I'm not saying Dave, the new Lou. Why you call that man Louis T? You irritated. I'm out of here. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all come and subscribe. I'll be back on about 15 minutes or so with Dave for the DT Football Podcast. We'll predict week 2. We'll talk about, Thursday Night Football very briefly. And we'll go ahead and, have a good night, man. So y'all be easy. And I'll catch y'all about half an hour. Peace.